is my final video of my networked learning project. My learning goal was to refinish a piece of furniture. I wanted to learn how to do it because I've seen it all the time on TV and I had no idea what to do. So what I needed to do was figure out what kind of piece of furniture I was going to use, and I happened to have a rocking chair that I found by my neighbor's garbage can a few months ago, so I grabbed that and it turned out to be the perfect opportunity to refinish something. The sources that I used for my project obviously all needed to be online, so I used a bunch of different things. I mostly used YouTube videos that I found about refinishing furniture, and I also used online help forums, mostly WikiHow type things that had pictures and steps to help you figure out how to learn how to do what you want to learn how to do. So those were really helpful. What I learned in this process is that it looks really easy. It seems like it would be really easy to refinish furniture, but it's really not. The project probably lasted almost 20 hours for me. I put a lot of work in. What I learned was the steps to refurnishing furniture. The first step was to remove the paint. So I tried sanding it. I sanded it for probably 6 hours over a course of a few days, and the paint was not going away and I was getting really frustrated. So I used my online resources to try some other methods. So I tried scraping it with a putty knife, and that got off some more paint. I also saw that you could use a heat gun, but I didn't have a heat gun. So I decided to try one last ditch effort to get this paint off, and I used a paint stripper. So I had to apply that and then remove it later, and that got off the rest of the paint, so that was good. After I was done removing the paint, I sanded the chair one more time to make sure that it was smooth and ready to paint. Next, I needed to paint the chair, obviously, and I just tried, I started with a primer. So I needed to spray paint. I decided to use spray paint, and I had to learn how to use spray paint because I've never used it before. And I learned how to apply it evenly using another WikiHow of how to spray paint furniture, so that was helpful. After that, I applied a second coat once it was dry, and then I repeated the same process for my teal color of paint the same process I used for the priming, just applying it evenly in thin coats. After that, I was finished with my project, and I was really happy with the result. Even though I was really frustrated during the process, I realized that things aren't always going to go as planned, and it might take way longer, but the internet resources that I use, my online sources, my WikiHows, my YouTube videos, they all helped me to accomplish my goal of refinishing my chair, even though I had to use a bunch of different methods to get there, because even if you're using an online source, it's not going to always work every time, so you might have to try a different method, just like anything in life. So I'm really happy that my chair turned out well, and it was worth the hard work. I do plan on using internet sources in the future and incorporating them in my classroom. It was a fun project, and I look forward to learning more things in the future.